So what's going on, everybody? I'm super excited to be back and to be recording videos and just documenting my life because so much has happened in a very short amount of time. This year, it's December 30th. It's Monday, December 30th. It's currently 2:28 p.m. 2024. What the fuck was this year? What was this year? Oh my goodness. So much has happened in this year. I've talked to a lot of people. I've seen a lot of different things. I've gone different places. I have had Lord knows how many jobs, and so much, child, so much. So I just wanted to take a second to unpack and just be here, right now, because I feel like I have not really taken a second to just really be, to just be grateful and thankful and show my appreciation for God, show my appreciation for this world and just this experience as a human being. Yeah, and I can't believe it feels this good in December. Like, the sun is shining. It's a little chilly, I'm not gonna lie, but it's been beautiful. And I'm gonna take all the sun that I could get. Like, come on, baby, more, bring it in. I'm like vitamin D deficient, so I take like vitamin D capsules, and yeah, but it's nothing like the real thing, you know what I mean? So yeah, this year was insane. January I was still working at Starbucks. Now I'm contemplating working back at Starbucks. I had 1,000,003 jobs in between, but one job in particular, the vitamin shop that I stuck with, they've been good. I fuck with that job. I like it. I like my coworkers. I enjoy it, and it's pretty chill and laid back, which I really enjoy. But I'm trying to look for another job right now because, like I said, hence going back to Starbucks. Because this sales job that I got, nah, they're kind of like low-key bugging. I'm not fucking with it. All respect to them because I've learned a lot. But I don't know. I feel like with that job, I'm always like, feel like I have to give more and more and more and more and more and more and more, and I need to give myself more and more and more and more grace, more love, more patience, more gratitude, you know, more time. Give myself more time to, what's coming to mind is figure my life out, but like figure out this next journey that I'm about to get into, you know, plan and prepare, because this year 2025 I feel is going to be a year which really it sets you up with the opportunities and the decisions to either do really good or fall back into old patterns. You know, like, this is the year in which it determines if I can do it or not, because I've gotten a taste of it already in 2024. And this year, even though this shit was all over the place and hectic, I feel like I've learned so much in 1 year. I feel like I've lived like 6 years. I feel like I lived 6 years in this 1 year. So I know that 2025 is just going to be an amazing year for me. I know I have it in me. I know I have the skills. I've been given the opportunity to learn from this year, and I've seen everything that has happened, and I'm seeing what works and what didn't work for me. And you know what? We're going to write that down. What worked for me? in 2024 that I can bring into 2025 and beyond. Okay. What came to mind is when I was working at Starbucks, I took the time to, this was like in the beginning of the year, I took the time to like figure out a grocery list, meal prep, and it was kind of interesting. I only did it for 1 week, but I think now having that and having the time to, okay, this is what I'm going to eat, this is what I need to make that meal, when I'm going to have this meal, and kind of do the calculations and the budget and everything like that. That was it was a fun process. I liked it, and I want to start cooking more in 2025, and I want to start prioritizing my health more, my nutrition, and like my gut health. That's really big. So I think that worked for me, like taking the time to write things out. Keep track of things. I'm gonna put some examples: budget, grocery list, meal plan, morning routines. I'm gonna just say routines. Just like, and also journaling, which is leading me to my next point of journaling. This year has been an amazing year for journaling. Don't get me wrong, towards the end of the year, I kind of slowed up a bit, but overall I have maybe like 6 or 7 journals, like of just this year, of just writing out my feelings, writing out my day, planning, preparing, just getting everything here on here, just to have it. And to be honest, I would love if I had them right here so I can go back like and read them and see what's going on with Adriana in the past, because like I can't remember the whole year off the top of my head, all the days in between, you know. So journaling worked for me. It definitely worked for me. It cleared my mind. It made me overall have a better understanding of myself. And I think this year that has been something that's big, having a deeper sense of self and a deeper sense of understanding for God and the world. Don't get me wrong, I'm still working on my relationship with God and my intuition, but I really feel this year that I got exposed to God's love through journaling, God's presence through these small little habits that I'm about to list out. So journaling and getting closer to God. Reading also worked for me. Reading. I have read a lot of books this year. I have listened to a lot of books this year. I have watched and consumed a lot this year in terms of videos on YouTube, motivational, spiritual, things on business, things on money, things on health, things on like all those categories. I have been inhaling, and good thing in terms of broadening my mind and like stretching my rubber band. I think that's amazing for that. But also, I was having a conversation with my friend the other day, Ahmad, and we were talking about consuming, and how this generation and how this world and how we are in the moment just consumes and consumes and consumes, whether that be through like food, whether that be through social media and like online, and it's hard to dodge it because it's like it's there every single day, you know. Can't get around technology if it's used in everyday things. I mean, don't get me wrong, you can, there's a way to do it, but when it's so common and everyone just sees it as just like, oh, that's just what we do, consuming, not creating, not giving back, not taking the time to just be. I feel like it's really taking us away from ourselves and God, and that's scary. And that's why I want to keep reading. I'm going to continue to read, but also just be mindful and try to incorporate more habits and more things that will, like everyday activities that will bring that peace, that calmness, that being, and creativity. So definitely reading, love reading. And then also just yoga. I was taking yoga classes. I was going to Edge, I was doing my yoga, I was going to parks, doing my yoga at night, in the morning, I was doing my yoga. Like, I was on my shit, and I was bendy as fuck. I was bendy, let's just say that. Yoga, meditation. And since we're on the topic, my hands are kind of ashy. Since we're on the topic of, let's see what I have here. I don't think I have anything but hand sanitizer. Oh, it's starting to get cold. It's starting to get cold, yo. I'm gonna run and go get my blanket. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Hi. I got this blanket from a friend on my birthday. It's super cute. Just gonna add a little extra layer. I don't want to put on my coat. I got a water ice, and that shit was like, it had freezer burn on it. Kind of sad. But that's like the only place I know that has the flavor that I like. Alright, let's get back to it. Oh shit. I'm halfway almost done this journal. I just like realized this. And I'm talking about, oh, I took a little break, which I did. I took some time where I wasn't journaling, but I'm back on it. I'm back in it. All right, so yoga, meditation. Yeah, like I was going to Edge Fitness. I mean, it doesn't really matter. I was going to Edge Fitness. I'm still going there, but like I'll do my yoga, take my yoga classes. I did workout classes. Now I'm moving on to like health and moving my body and things like that. I walked and I ran a lot. Not really run, okay. I tried running. I definitely tried it. There were times I ran more than I've ever did this year, like any other year. So walking, and definitely running. I still want to run a 5K. That was on my 2024 like bucket list. I didn't run a 5K. There's still time to, one more day. But I did train with running. I went running with this one girl. I remember we had hung out. We did like running. We were running. When I used to go to the track out here, Cooper River, and just run, just like I'll run, then I'll walk the curves, run, walk the curves, run, walk the curves, you know, like building up a stamina building up a stamina, because I'm tired of walking up the steps and being winded. Like, that's bad. If I'm walking up the steps and I'm like, alright, I'm not that bad. But like being out of breath and like trying to like slow down my breathing and have it be controlled is kind of like, yeah. So building up that stamina, however you say it, building that up. Walking and running. Walking was really big too for me, and I pushed myself with walking, because there was a time where I used to hate walking. There was a time, I remember that. I told myself, when I was younger, I hated walking. I couldn't wait to get a car. I couldn't wait to drive so I can drive places, go everywhere. And now look at me, loving walking, love going outside. And that's why I'm so happy that the sun is back. Yeah, that's what, like, when it went away, it was getting cold, chilly. But like walking, that shit's like wonderful. That shit is like powerful. It does wonders. Moving your body, just period. I will say that there was a point in time where I was being somewhat consistent in the gym, and I do miss that. I miss going to the gym. But what I really want to work towards is calisthenics. Calisthenics. However you say it. So working out. I remember when I used to go to Planet Fitness when I first started. I was at Planet Fitness for a little bit. Yeah. So working out, going to gym. I remember a couple days before I stopped going to Planet Fitness, you know, this guy, he had stopped me, and this older guy, he was telling me about his story with the gym. And he was just telling me, like, you know, like, keep going, you know, you're really going to see a lot of change, and not just with your body, but mentally. You know, this is kind of like a lifelong health thing. This is something that you do for the benefit of you, and it doesn't only exercise your body, it exercises your mind. And I thought that that was really amazing, and I needed to hear it that day, and I needed to hear it now. That's why it came up. So I definitely want to start going back to the gym, because I did feel different. I felt motivated. I felt strong. Like, even though I wasn't the best at it, I enjoyed my time going to the gym, bumping my music. Like, that shit is just like, nobody can tell. Like, that feeling alone, just bumping your music when you're in the gym, like, especially that hype shit, like, got me shaking ass between the sets. But no, like, just like, I'm a naturally, like, I'm like a natural dancer. Like, I've always danced, and that is another thing that I want to mention here. Dancing and moving my body, I have been more fluid within my body with the way I move, and it shows, and I feel it. And it's like, not even caring about showcasing my talent for other people. It's more so when I'm in that flow state of dancing, when I have that music playing and the rhythm is going through me, and I'm just moving my body in which the way it just wants to move. And something about that is so spiritual. Something about that is so beautiful, and I suggest everyone try it out, especially women. So dancing more, creating routines. I used to be up in here dancing, trying to create little, like, choreo to songs. That shit was fun. What else? Building connections. and staying grateful. Also, my affirmations. I was real big on my affirmations, and then I kind of fell out of doing them, and I kind of convinced myself that I seen something somewhere that it was just like affirmations like don't work, like you have to take action, you know what I mean? Not necessarily that they don't work, but it's just like, what's affirmations without action? And then I think this really, like, half of the year I've been like focusing on like trying to take action per se, like coming out of that rut and coming out of that dump that I was in. I want to get back on my affirmations, but also taking action, but aligned action. Not just, any action, because I've been doing that. I've been like, okay, I'm gonna take this just because that looks good. Or I'm gonna do this just because people are telling me to do this. I'm gonna do this because I really need to get this done, but in order to get this one thing done, I need money to get it done, so I'm gonna take this job. I'm gonna pick up 2 jobs. I'm gonna pick up 3 jobs. And it's just like, damn, girl, you want it. Like, I think, yeah, like, definitely work hard, do what you gotta do, but at the same time, you gotta be smart with your action. Yeah, hard work is important, but also you gotta play that shit smart. So, yes. And yeah. What else also helped me? Getting dressed up and taking care of myself. I noticed today that I was literally just laying in bed scrolling. And after I got up and started getting ready for my day, I'm just like, that shit reminded me of when I was depressed, when I was sad, down on my luck. All I did was lay in bed and scroll all day, all night, didn't do nothing else. And that is not the way to go at all. And even though, granted, I wasn't scrolling for 3, 4, 5 hours, then starting to get up, get ready. No, it's cut back. I was there for maybe like an hour, maybe an hour or 2, just on my device, just on my phone, and that shit kind of makes me sad. Like, the first thing I do when I wake up is just like be on my phone. It's not it for real. I want to wake up and I'm gonna take a second, and I'm gonna not even a second, I'm gonna take my time, and I'm gonna pray to God. I'm gonna thank God for waking me up in the morning, getting another opportunity to live for Him, get another opportunity to create the world in which I want to see. That's beautiful. Taking just 1 second, taking time to wake up my body and stretch it and love it, taking the time to nourish it, and taking the time to just be with myself. It's so powerful, because when you're about to go out on your day, you're going to be interacting with this beautiful world in which you created. You're going to be reacting to almost an extension of yourself, and that can be a bit draining. Like, you going through your day and you up, you working, going to school, doing this, doing that, doing chores. By the time you lay your head down at night, you're tired. You know what I mean? So just taking that time in the morning and that time at night, because that's also important, to just be with you, be with me, be with God. So yeah, that was beautiful. That was absolutely beautiful. And I love that I decided to record and sit down, because I think I'm going to end the video here and do some more work. Not necessarily work, but do some more writing, probably listen to some music. But I just want to take the second to I'm so grateful that I started recording, and I'm grateful that I have the opportunity to voice my opinion and voice how I see the world. And I'm just happy to be out in the sun, and I really do want to continue with YouTube as well. I think I'm gonna write that. Not I think. Fuck. I am. Said Sam, am I? YouTube. I like recording. Shit's fun. I like writing down my thoughts. I like taking a second to just see how I am in this moment in time, and then eventually look back on it. And yeah. So thank you for watching. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to just sit with me, and I really appreciate it. If I can say one more thing, it'll be keep love present. Love not only yourself. Oh my gosh, my icy almost fell on my coat. Okay, let's start over. If I can say one thing, let love be present with not only you, but with the people around you who care for you and cherish you as well. For God in this world that we live in, and yeah, everything's gonna be okay. There's always gonna be opportunities. There's always gonna be solutions. There's always gonna be a choice. Always. You have choices, you have options, and within those things, you get to choose how you see things. You get to choose the life in which you want to live. So, with that being said, thank you. Bye-bye, and I'll see you in the next one. Yeah? All right.